What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me, as always, little brother Jace, bro shot. How are you doing on this fine Wednesday?
Doing well on this fine Wednesday. Uh, Somehow I've avoided all news, so I think the world is perfect.
Well, I may have some news for you. As
No!
Wade Barrett would say, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. The Royal Rumble was this past weekend. Did you happen to watch it?
No,
On
I
that
did not happen to watch it. As soon as you turn on Instagram, right, you know who won everything. So it's like, okay, that was a move. I forget they're on Saturday, so it's like that was a choice.
Yeah, whenever there's wrestling or a TV show with a big episode, I just stay off social media until I watch it because it's like as soon as something ends now, people are like, here are all the screenshots. And who cares if you didn't see it yet? Because you have other things to do.
Yeah. It's like if there was a way on the internet you could have just a 48-hour buffer where spoiler content can literally not get uploaded onto the internet until it's actually that embargo is over. That would be a great thing.
Would. Lots of news in LA. I woke up to your text. Was it Sunday? Where you or you sent me that text about Luka going to the Lakers, and I was like, "Is this real?"
Yeah, when I actually saw that, it was like that was one of those Instagram was like, yeah, and then it was like, all right, go check ESPN, yeah, and yeah, that was a choice. I'm still wondering what your thoughts are on that one.
Oh, my thoughts on it are real simple. I definitely, I always say this, always, because I felt like I feel like Kobe would have easily broken Jordan's 6, and it's always funny going Jordan because who cares? Bill Russell has more than he had fingers. But he would have won more than Jordan if he and Shaq could have kept it together for 3 more years, just 3 more. Because
that was, I mean, that to me that's a kind of stretch. Those are two alphas. The chance of them really standing out.
I'm just saying. I mean, look, no, what are you talking about? Scottie Pippen held it together long enough with Jordan, and Pippen was the one that was holding that Bulls team down.
He was, according to Pippen, he's the greatest player ever.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, this is very much how I feel about this trade. Although in reverse, because I always say the Lakers gave up Shaq for 3 bags of garbage. No offense to Lamar Odom and the 2 other players. I don't even remember at this point, but Lamar actually did something for us.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Mavericks did the same thing. Would you like Luka? All you need to give us is, worn down AD who's hurt again. So it's like, all right, whatever, sure. So we'll see what happens. But I'm interested as the NBA season starts to get underway on was it April 1st is the end of March Madness?
No. NBA season should be starting in the next couple weeks. They have their 3-point shooting contest.
Gotcha.
Skills challenge that starts in probably in the next couple weeks. So,
and I remember they had their Christmas preseason.
Yep. Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah. All right, very good. Let's welcome him in, fresh like a newborn baby. It's Chief. What's up?
All right, that's cool.
I mean, you should have saw when it was fresh shaved. Last week, it was shocking to see. It was like, no beard? Just
sometimes you gotta re-go everything, man.
Hydrate the skin.
How's the hair? How's the hair tonight?
Still long, man. Still long.
And did the Prince
still working with the
there you go. Let him
for you, man.
All right, there you go. Rocky Chief with the DeBarge. Chief DeBarge tonight. Okay.
Rhythm of the night, baby.
Yeah. Just about to cue it up. Just let it take control. All right, let's say what's up to everybody in chat because Chief, the chat can't wait. The streets can't wait.
For what?
In the chat. Oh, I think you know. Think you know. What's up, Jalen? I can't wait to hear everyone's thoughts, especially Chiefs. Blake Tarp, Chief, every Fantastic Four is and will be garbage.
So far, I'm not wrong.
Don't spoil anything. Jeff, Jason, Chief, what's up, Blake? How we doing? Jamelin, what's going on?
Oh man.
Ryan Daly, sup guys? I just watched the first episode of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Really good. I heard it was really woke, Ryan. Jamelin, I did not get a chance to watch it because I was so tired after work today and I just didn't get a chance. But
what's it on? What platform is it on?
Disney.
Okay.
Like now all that stuff has been just kind of filtered away. Where Marvel is on Disney, there's no, I need to go to some Sony platform. Nope, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
When's the last time you actually opened up your Disney Plus app?
Who, me?
Yeah, anybody. I mean, I can.
I've been watching Daredevil, so I mean,
wow.
I feel real insanely disrespected just now.
I think we feel disrespected. You let that come out of your mouth.
Listen. I've been watching Daredevil again. I told you I was going to get back into it. I started with season 2 though because I couldn't remember anything that happened in season 2. Okay. So I'm in the middle of season 2 right now. Okay, but I'm watching.
Fair. What do you think about that Punisher though? I mean, Punisher came through like a wrecking ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's cool, man. They caught him, and he's chained to the hospital bed right now. But
that's about to be rough. Penny and a dime. Penny and a dime, right?
Huh?
Penny and a dime.
Penny and a dime.
Penny and a dime.
Oh,
that's what he kept saying.
Yeah, I don't remember what he's saying right now. I just know that he's angry, and
not the Punisher.
You know, but what I did like the Punisher can fight well. We give him that. Mm-hmm. This dude beat the hell out of Daredevil. I forgot that happened. I'm like, all right.
They've gone back and forth fighting. So,
bro, the first few times he just whooped up on Daredevil.
But remember how he beats Daredevil is not something that everybody else could replicate, which I thought was fine because it's like, it's a weakness. Yeah, like okay, like I don't want any superhero looking so invincible they have no weakness. I mean, that's the problem with 90% of Marvel's new comic book characters. They're all alpha level mutants with no limitations to their power.
I guess, man. But he sure gave him a beating. He threw him a beating. The Bama had to go and get his helmet upgraded.
That's exactly, Chief. You know, you lose one way. What do you need to do? I need to bone up my gear. I get tackled. I need to talk to my buddies, the refs. Hey, I'm Patrick Mahomes.
We're not talking about Sunday. We're not talking about Sunday. Okay.
All right. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Sorry. But yeah, great. I'm glad to hear it, Chief.
Yeah, I'm in the middle, man. So
all right. You're still in for a fun ride. David Thanos is here. What's up, man?
Oh man, what's up, everybody in the chat, man? Hope everybody's having a great week. It's Wednesday, which means that it's 2 days till Friday.
Absolutely, Justin Huber. Welt looks like Fantastic Four is now at number 1 for me. What's up, Movie Files crew? What's up, Jeff, Chase, and the Chief?
Justin,
no question marks needed. He's here. Let's see. Rick Cage, Flame On. I was looking at all those emojis, seeing that they were the Fantastic Four ones. Yeah, King Collective. The King is in the building. What's up, y'all?
No, I'm laughing at that Flame On because as soon as I saw the Flame On, I was thinking it must be the work it to the left, work it to the right, Shantae, because it ain't the Fantastic Four.
Well, hold on. We'll get to it. We'll get into it. I'm just going through the comments in the chat. And
go through the comments in the chat, sir. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Greetings, Lyles Movie Files group. Like button, smash initiative. Engage.
Excellent.
Appreciate it, brother.
Blake says, yeah, stretch out and clobber that like button.
Mm-hmm.
Like always down. Always down for those comic book references and puns in the comments. Jamie Parks, dang this chat. Dude, I saw there were 38 comments. I was like, wait, did something happen?
Chat's on fire, man. Yeah, it happened. Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to All right, so much stuff. What's up, Kelly Cox? How are you, my friend?
What's going on,
Kelly Cox?
Ryan Daly, you know it's a big sports story when the universal reaction to the breaking news is the reporter's phone got hacked. Exactly. Jamin, what up, Def Jeff? Jason, the place. Chief with the beef.
Yes, sir.
You don't even have to ask where it is. Chief's bringing it.
It's always there.
Ryan Daly, Pippen is the greatest Robin in the NBA.
No. According to Pippen, he is the greatest basketball player ever because he played it the right way.
He's the greatest Superman.
Again, I've never seen the greatest ever wear somebody else's shoe. Like, come back, please. It's like,
I think LeBron's the greatest Robin, actually, because he was a great Robin to Dwayne Wade.
And Kyrie Irving.
Not gonna touch that. It's too many LeBron lovers. So,
hey,
your house gets egged tonight. It was not me.
Hey. This time it wasn't you.
Hey, it wasn't me tonight.
If somebody can spend $18 on them eggs, just knock on the door. I'll take them.
I heard eggs are getting cheaper.
Yeah. If you got a chicken and raised the chicken yourself.
Chief had to shave to avoid getting whiskers in that new snazzy microphone.
Man, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
Chief fresh to death.
Hey, I'm here, man. I'm here. The mustache is good though.
Justin, it was very woke, Jeff. Is woke really the first thing people were talking about Spider-Man? So the joke is that the lead actor, the voice actor for Spider-Man said, I was afraid it was going to be some woke thing, and I was relieved to see that it wasn't woke. It's like, you're on a Spider-Man show.
All right. So wouldn't helping people who aren't paying you money be woke?
I mean, maybe it's a comedy thing. I don't know. It's just like, maybe that's the comment you don't let come out. It's just me.
Hey, I mean, Disney already doesn't want to get fired on him, but it's like, we'll just replace you.
Jamelin, Chief must have that whip appeal. You got that whip appeal with that baby face. Maybe that's why he's feeling disrespected.
Man.
Oh man.
We'll see what happens tonight, man. I think it's gonna get crazy here.
Oh, it's gonna fly the coop for sure. David Thanos, I think the trade is more to help the NBA. Save them an extra $160 million for the Supermax. Supermax makes me wonder if that's gonna be the new thing now when the league isn't doing good.
You know why the league isn't doing good?
Go for it.
Watch the game.
I've watched my parlays. And I'm about to cook something up right now.
What's up, Austin?
These dudes take more nights off, bro, than anything I've ever seen in my life, man. You know, so you wait all week for your boy to jump in and jump into the game, and he's in the game.
Action.
At halftime, he's throwing up 2 shots, but he's averaging 28 points a game. You know what I mean? They're taking nights off. How do you get into a game as a competitor and take the night off? I don't get that.
The bench guy, the 10th man on the team, makes $7 million a year,
bro. But that's why nobody wants to watch. Who wants to watch a game where the stars aren't playing a lot of nights?
I mean, because who is it? This was annoying.
You implying you don't want to?
ESPN, and they were talking about the WNBA All-Star game. It was like that was appointment TV because the stars were taking it serious. The NBA's All-Star game is a layup line. Like, oh, I got them. I checked the ball. Like half the time, that's how the regular season games are too. It's okay. We'll play maybe during the playoffs or get to the play-in game.
You know who doesn't take the night off? The foreign guys. Man. The foreign guys, man, don't take the night off, bro. Hey. The American players.
Who is it? What's it? Mikal Bridges hasn't missed a game in I think 5 seasons. I mean, he's like AC Green. Like, no, I get paid to be here. Like, it's not that daggone hard to play basketball in your 20s. It's wrong. I mean, in your 30s, if you're LeBron and somebody in your 40s, you're gonna need to rest you're gonna need to have that knee on ice especially against the Washington Wizards. Because let's be honest, our team doesn't need me to actually help beat these guys. But
Sabonis double-doubles every night, right?
Who?
Sabonis. Just basically, you can put a double-double almost on every night, right? And then your guy, the other guy that you got, the American guy that you got, you'll be lucky if he goes up for the 3rd rebound.
7-foot guy, a 7-foot guy can't get 3 rebounds.
That's not my night to do nothing. You know what I mean? And yo, and let me tell you something, man. I've had 20 leg parlays, and I've hit 19 of them. All because a dude that name. I mean, I wish like there should be some kind of law, like, yeah, we he's in the game, but he's not doing anything tonight. We're gonna void him on your parlay. It's just hey, I wish I could parlay some eggs because I've been waiting right outside that joint as they left and egg those players. So you're not playing tonight, huh? Huh? You're not gonna shoot the three?
All right, Ryan is right on it though. People also don't want to watch a game where 137 3-pointers get shot every night, and they make 5. It is, man, like Steph Curry. I remember watching him at Davidsonville during the March Madness because I don't watch games during college basketball outside of March. I was like, this guy is amazing. And I watched him and Clay doing their thing, and then all of a sudden, all these other players thought, well, I can shoot threes too, and it was like, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, you're not Steph and Clay.
No, they're shooting threes from distance. It's, hey, I got past half court. Let me shoot up a three. There's 24 seconds in the shot clock. You used 2. I had an open shot. Okay. You can go right to the basket, though. Too much like that.
It's worse, man. These new guys, these young guys, man, I don't know. I remember when we were kids, we watched the NBA, man. Every night they played hard.
Absolutely. Now, Jamie did want to know if you guys knew what he was talking about. I wish I could.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah,
I saw the headlines, but I watched the Grammys. I mean,
nah. He was talking to these 2 girls, and then they saw another star right in the middle of the conversation with him, and they started calling the other star's name. Like Babyface was like, yeah. So, and they were like, yeah. He was like, huh? He was like, oh, well, maybe you should go talk to her then, and handed them back the mic and walked off. Yeah. And the girl was like, okay, Babyface. So you knew he was talking to Babyface.
Yeah, like, that was going to be my dummy of the week.
There's no respect, bro. Oh, yeah. No respect for nothing nowadays, man. And really, personally, next year when he, if they out there again, I say he just walks past them.
I did enjoy that Michael B. Jordan where he clowned the old girl who interviewed him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you trashed me in school.
Yeah,
call me corny." Peace. All right, let's get into it. Oh, because I feel like this could take a few seconds. So today, and this is like the first. Was this today or was it yesterday? I've lost track of my time. Was this yesterday or today? Anyway, at some point in time, we got I think it was yesterday. Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four First Steps teaser trailer drop. So it's got a lot of people. It was yesterday. Got a lot of people hyped and excited about it. And like I was seeing all these people, oh man, this is amazing. The Fantastic Four back, baby. The world's greatest comic magazine is #1. This is so exciting. It's going to be a great July. Superman versus the Fantastic Four. Who you got? And I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this is good stuff. I'm really liking this because it is clearly set in a totally distant, different time period as the rest of the MCU. And there's a mystery, like how the heck they're going to integrate these characters into the MCU proper. And already lots of theories and stuff, but let me pull up these pictures because I know you all are going to want to talk about it. I've seen in the chat a bunch of comments referring to these characters in said movie. So let's start off right away with Invisible Woman, Vanessa Kirby. And I like this. Definitely conjures up Sue Storm, Susan Richards, whichever way you want to go with it. And, you know, I thought when they announced her, I was like, yeah, I can see her as Invisible Woman. Seeing her with the costume, definitely was like, yeah, that's Sue. Because you don't want Sue to look like she's 21. And I think there was a problem with the Jessica Alba one. She was too young to play like the mother figure. And this is clearly an adult woman. And she's going to look like she fits in just fine next to Wasp. Who else? Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. Instead of looking like she's appeared with Hawkeye to Miss Marvel and Cassie. So that was cool. Then we also got Johnny Storm. He looked solid. I was a little worried if he was going to have a buzz cut, because the actor tends to keep his hair short. But this is Johnny's hairstyle from the comics. Looks really good on that end. So I was excited with that. Like, good stuff. You guys actually got Johnny's hairstyle the way it should be. And then we got this guy, Reed Richards, and people were all over the map. Like, immediately, like, hey, let's see all the clues here. What's going on behind him? And then some people were like, this is clearly suggesting he's investigating and looking into the multiverse. And Pedro has a very classic Reed Richards hairstyle, which I don't know why it was so important to me, but it really was. I was looking at these pictures and watching the trailers, like, thank you. They look great. Now, maybe not enough white in the temples there, but it's getting there. I do wish there were no mustache. I don't know why that part, because in the comics, he's got a beard now. And this is kind of wishy-washy, not quite sure which way they want to go. And I feel like this is more of a Pedro, I'm not shaving my mustache. Which I kind of feel like if you're going to play Reed Richards, get a beard or a mustache. Don't go in between.
I was going to say, after Henry Cavill, most of them were like, I'm going to stick with what works for me. You guys, we'll see what happens.
You do your own thing. And then we get this guy, Ben Grimm. And I know a lot of people were like, but I was like, yeah. And I liked Herbie. And it really did get that whole 60s vibe where it's like a floating robot, but it's got some old tech in there with the reels for the eyes. I really dug that. And, you can tell by the colors. It's got that Technicolor vibe to it where it's like they're kind of futuristic, but not everything around them is. And I really dug the aesthetics of it. It's like, okay, cool. And again, clearly something's going to happen to them or this world that they're in where it's not going to be the same. Maybe they get transported out. Maybe they go to the negative zone and then pop out in MCU proper. And you can kind of tell by the outfit pattern where it looks like it's futuristic for the 60s, not so much for what we would expect our superheroes to rock in 2025. So I dug that. Is it going to be something like Captain America First Avenger where where the whole movie is set in this 60s time frame? And then they jump to, hey, what's going on now? Where's Dr. Doom? Let's find him. And then we get this big time shot. And you can see this is so not a 2025 lab setup or whatever. This looks cool. I like their outfits. Definitely has a comic book feel. Team look. I don't know why Reed's white collar is missing, but everything else is intact. So we got the white here, white belts, white gloves, and boots. It looks solid. And Thing has worn so many different costumes over the years. He's had it where he's worn shorts, he's worn it with pants, and he's worn something with more of like a beater with this kind of outfit. So he's covered. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm digging what I'm seeing so far. Now, that's my take. Why don't we go with you next, Jace? And then we'll hear from Chief, because I'm sure he's going to rave. In the text thread, Chief was very excited about it. So, Jace, why don't you talk about your thoughts on it first?
Okay. I saw it.
No, look at this name, by the way.
I saw it on Tuesday, like most of you guys in the chat. And I was very impressed. Like, okay, this looks like you guys are going to make a good Fantastic Four. Like I said to Jeff, it really did give me this vibe of Captain America First Avenger. And I remember how much that to me was like, hey, you guys can mess this up, but doing it in this time frame and then catapulting it seems like it was it felt like a very good idea for Captain America. And I think it actually, I was so like, oh gosh, they're gonna pull something stupid. But I think after looking at that trailer, it very much is like, oh, good idea. Like, this would make sense why these characters have not been around for all these things. And we know there's a multiverse, so it makes sense to take advantage of that. And I think having Fantastic, like all of the characters look, like Johnny looked good. Thing, I don't know if Jeff, you said it, but getting Thing right is a very big deal. If you have Thing that looks silly, it takes a lot of credibility out of a lot of the movie. But getting the Thing right was really good. I didn't see that much of Johnny, but I thought, like I said, Vanessa Kirby looked really good. Is Invisible Woman. and Pedro, they didn't show much of him as Mr. Fantastic, but
they showed none of him as Mr. Fantastic. They showed none of him.
Which hey, that's good because it's like, hey, if we got to tweak some special effects on it to make it look good, good idea to hold that back. Yeah, but I was actually like, okay, that seems like we have appointment movie cinema viewing in July.
Okay, let me brace myself before you say anything. There was, I was trying to find, because I know people had pictures and I was like, where is it? Great. This is Instagram, so I'm not gonna be able to blow this up properly. The people were showing like the different versions of the thing. Since you mentioned how important it was to get him right, let's start with this one, the subject of our watch along. The 2005 Fantastic Four movie starring Jessica Alba, Ian Gruffudd, Captain America, and Michael Chiklis. Here's the thing. Again, this was 2005. I'm not as hard on comic book movies pre 2008 as a rule. This fit in with basically all the other stuff they were doing for Marvel, Spider-Man, X-Men, whatever. Thing is like, I mean, could they do them better? Yeah. But was the technology good enough to make that look great? Not so much. So this is something where he can walk along in it, pull off being a bigger character. I mean, he's not like a powerhouse towering over the rest of the Fantastic Four like we would see over the years. But yeah, you know, because originally when it started, when Jack Kirby drew him, he was not like standing 8 feet tall over everybody else. He was shorter than Reed Richards. So this is more or less what I'm like, okay, that's workable. But this trash here, though.
What is that?
That's not the thing. But this movie is like right away. This image shows you how terrible that movie was. And just on every level, how bad that Fantastic Four movie was. So I saw some comments talking about how this thing looked like a video game character. This is like from the Atari age. Awful. Can't stand it all. So yeah. All right, Chief.
Never seen that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch that movie. We're gonna watch it. Get ready. Get hyped. It's garbage. That is garbage.
Gosh.
I was so mad watching that movie. I was last stand mad watching that one. Chief, you saw the teaser trailer. What are your thoughts on the first look of First Steps?
Nothing ever changed for me. Still looks like it sucks. I hated every piece of it. I hated the fact that you even got my attention to watch it. I did not like Reed. I did not like Sue. I did not like Johnny. I did not like the Thing. It was annoying. It was stupid. It's in the 60s. I was like in the 60s. They're running around with Galactus at the end. You know what, man?
It's traumatic pause.
Did you like your green eggs and ham either?
I do like green eggs and ham. Let me tell you something. Honestly, man,
please.
It's gonna be another. It's gonna suck. Looks like it's gonna suck. I you know, everybody, you're over here like the costumes. He looks good. Reed, the gray hair, Susan. So what? So what? It's the formula is still the formula. You're not gonna make a great Fantastic Four movie. I just don't believe in this movie. I hate the fact that they keep trying. I feel like somebody has something over the guys. You know, we're gonna push another Fantastic Four. All right, let's go for it. You know, don't show the pictures to my wife.
Fantastic Four, like the foundation of Marvel Comics. So people who like Marvel want to make sure the Fantastic Four get their just due, and they were never going to get great movies while Fox had them. So Marvel Studios is like, we got to get it right, and we're going to get it right.
We'll see.
That's why people are more confident here.
We'll see. What about it? I mean, so it was nothing to me that just said to me that you know what, this is going to be a great movie. There's nothing that stood out, and I was like, yeah, this is excellent. Matter of fact,
Chief, did you like the fact that Galactus wasn't a blob?
I did not like Galactus at all. I was like, what is he doing here?
Do you like the Fantastic Four as characters to start? Let's go there.
I used to before the movie started coming out.
So you were reading the comic with the Fantastic Four.
I had a Fantastic Four comic book or two. I know who they are. I know what they do. You know what I mean? And I just didn't enjoy it. And I'm looking at it, and the Thing is always pouting. Oh, look at me on the Thing. I'm like, oh boy, it's every movie. It's just I don't know. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see. Maybe it comes off and it's the greatest movie everybody's ever seen, and everybody's clapping at the end of it. I'm not gonna clap though. I'm gonna sit in my seat and just eye it.
Hey, if we can get you to go see the movie, that'd be a win for us.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll go see it, but I'm not paying for it as long as you pony up the money. You know what I mean?
We may start a GoFundMe for Chiefs Fantastic Four.
Yeah. You could even go matinee. It won't even cost you much. Just put $8 in there. I'll show up.
No, full IMAX treatment for you, Chief.
You don't need to do that for this movie. This is not a movie that I need the full IMAX treatment. I'm good on the little screen. You know what I mean?
The smallest screen possible.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
This is not flavor country.
And I'm just trying to figure out how everybody's so excited for this movie that's just been so bad so many times.
I mean,
you didn't see the 2015 one, right?
No, I stopped looking at them.
So you only seen 2.
Isn't that enough?
I mean, there have been 2 bad Batman movies back to back. Batman and Batman and Robin. Those 2 back to back, not great. Bad movies.
We were kids though.
We
were. What year were those? What year were those movies?
99, 96, 97. For
yeah, we were
Batman.
We were 20s.
Were you consider yourself a kid then? I mean, you were living a fast life, Chief.
He was still in the barn at that time.
I never lived the fast life.
Yeah.
For those who are watching, I was never in the fast life. Especially anybody with the government or associated with the government. I was never with the fast life.
Disclaimer.
So what I liked as a child, or what
there have been bad X-Men movies back to back.
Every X-Men movie is almost bad. Almost everyone. There was one. There might have been one decent one.
2. But yeah, I mean, and that's since you've been old enough to rent a car.
I stopped watching them.
Okay. But I mean, so it's not like the Fantastic Four bad Spider-Man movies. There have been consecutive bad movies on properties that people are like, oh man, I'm excited for the next one. So this isn't that unique. It's because most people just whatever. That last one sucked because they just had to try to hold on to the license. They don't hold that against the Fantastic Four themselves, because anyone who looked at it was like, that looks like trash. That looks like it's going to be a terrible movie. Period. You don't even need to say that looks like a bad Fantastic Four movie. You need to say it looks like a bad movie. And I think with this, I mean, so many people love the Fantastic Four because, you know, it's not like 16-year-olds. Oh man, you see that Fantastic Four? They're not doing TikToks on it. They're like whatever, and you know, whatever the heck they watch or are into. But for us who've grown up watching all these MCU films and Marvel movies, not just the MCU stuff, it's like, oh, great. It's under Marvel Studios. You know, yeah, they've had a real bad track record with Phase 4 and 5. Last good one was great. Deadpool and Wolverine. Can they keep that going with this one? And I think they know how important it is because they're not going to get another chance to botch it if this one fails. So to your point, people are going to be like, yeah, okay. That one hope I had with this being under Marvel Studios is gone because that one sucked. They're not going to get a chance to get people excited about second phase if First Steps is terrible. So they're going to make sure if they don't do anything right between now and Avengers, that this movie is as good as it can possibly be.
We will see.
I mean, here's the other problem. I mean, I won't say problem is it's
problems.
This team is going to be foundational to Doom Wars, and you know, in Secret
Wars and Doomsday.
Yeah, it's like that. That's just it is. It's we don't have a new Avengers ready to go. We're probably going to get some of that, but this team is definitely going to be front and center in those two movies. So if it's unlike, because how you said, Jeff, with Spider-Man, after the last Spider-Man, people were done with Spider-Man. It's just no one has. I mean, Fox has just never figured out the right.
You got to say which last Spider-Man.
I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. Spider-Man 3. Everybody's up. You guys jumped the shark. We're done with Spider-Man. And then MCU, Marvel took it back. I mean, like Sony, like, okay, we needed to reboot these, and these are good. We didn't hit Electro right, but we'll find a way. And then Marvel said, hey, we can make it even better. Because we actually know we have to get this fundamental, easy to make. I mean, this big giant character of ours good. And I think that same concept with Fantastic Four, very much like you said, Jeff, they don't have another hit. I mean, this is bases loaded, three balls, 2 strikes. This is last pitch on Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they're not going for chances to botch Fantastic Four. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. Oh, go ahead, Chief. You got something?
No, I'm just saying, and I hear all that. The problem with Fantastic Four for me is they weren't just bad movies. They were terrible movies. Absolutely stinking terrible. I've never walked away from a fantastic movie and said, like, even a bad movie, I can be like, the movies kind of suck. Well, but I mean, these movies were terrible. Like, they just, I don't even know what they did. They were just like improvise, no script, just threw them out there and was like, And then
like we watched different Fantastic Four movies.
Man, I've all those Fantastic Fours were terrible to me. I've never enjoyed any of them for one bit.
Were they Green Lantern terrible?
Jeff, no, we're gonna keep him focused here.
I'm on my way.
Keeping him focused because we want to have
you can still throw eggs at the house and get lost in the mix.
I mean, Chief, like, did you think Fantastic Four was worse than X-Men Last Stand?
Yes. The Fantastic Four with Michael was that Michael B. Jordan? I didn't even get
I never saw that. I never even got to the movie. I will not even again when they announced.
So you agree though? It was worse, right? It was a terrible movie.
Again, for that movie, I can't say I agree because I never watched that movie.
Chief, I will support that. X-Men Last Stand at least had a likable cast of characters that I was invested in from better previous films. That one was, I felt like they just didn't understand. Josh Trank didn't understand.
Reed Richards was 6 years old.
Yeah, and it was Miles Teller. Miles Teller just has one of those like, this dude's a jerk. And that did not work. I'm with you. That might be the worst comic book movie. I might be hard pressed at this exact moment to think of a worse one because I don't consider Joker to be comic book movies. Huh. I have to come back to you on that, but it's pretty close.
I was using the Rise of the Silver Surfer because I thought their interaction, I mean, like, before they have to do, before Galactus comes in, the family aspect is better. The characters are likable versus X-Men Last Stand, where it's like, let's kill Cyclops, for being a sucker. I trust me, I'd use another word for him, but I'm keep PG.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Ancient Magneto once again pulling the strings was lame as hell. So
maybe we should do that for another one.
Green Lantern was a better movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was better than the last Fantastic Four and better than X-Men Last Stand. We're in agreement. 5 worst comic book movies. I think that Fantastic Four is going to be my number one. All right. Let's see now what the chat has to say. Because they came in smoking hot. Let's see. Blake, The Thing was not great. He looked like a video game character from 10 years ago. The Avengers 2012 Hulk was 100 times better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like when he clapped, this is good. And I had, well, y'all mentioned this later, so I'll get to that at that point.
He looked better than She-Hulk.
Ryan Daly. I didn't have any problem with the things CGI. I just hope he didn't wear that sweater the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a serious candidate to get destroyed at some point during some fight where he rips it off and it's just bare chested thing for all you all rock loving thing fans out there. So he's bare chested rocks, Chief.
Yeah. Now I want to just turn away from it. You know? oh, his shirt is off.
Too much. David Thanos. I don't know what to think of that fantastic garbage. Yikes.
Thank you, Thanos. Thank you.
He's just
everybody's like, oh. I'm like, what have they done to make it so great?
Why are we clapping like that? It's like,
no, because when y'all praise it, y'all clapping like this.
No, it's absolutely not. Blake Tarpley. Yeah. Maybe it was also Thing's voice. I'm used to deeper, more Brooklyn sound. Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt. Yeah, but I feel like they had some really great voice actors for Thing. And so we definitely, like Michael Chiklis had that as well. I felt like he sounded like a regular dude. And no, yeah, sure. Ben's part of the Yancey Street gang, and then he starts fighting them later on, but he's not like a thug. And I kind of like that he sounded like a regular dude. And the actor did say he worked in his clobbering time, so I'm looking forward to hearing him say that. If that sounds a little weak, then I may be more inclined to agree with you. But yeah,
it's clobbering time.
Wow, David Thanos. But based on the toy section at Target and Walmart, you know which movie Marvel has more faith in? Well, they're not going to compete with it. Cap is coming out next week. Yes, next week. A little love for Valentine's Day. Speaking of which, Jace, are you ready? So we'll see after and how long Captain America stays in theaters, how much faith they have in it. But I think we'll start seeing Fantastic Four merchandise probably in June. So they've got some time.
Okay. I don't think Marvel pulls their movies early. I mean, it took I mean, with the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, that was not a 3-month movie. I think you probably have. I think Brave New World will probably stay in there for 3 months and then go right into Fantastic Four.
I hope it's good enough too. No. Ryan says, agree the normal voice did sound jarring after hearing the gravelly voice for 30 years with cartoons and other movies. Blake says Reed should have shaven the stash, but I'm hoping it's really good. David Thanos, yeah, things sounded like a guy working at a pizza joint. Well, he's talking about making he was excited that Herbie got the mix.
Are you liking pepperonis, huh? You want extra pepperonis? You want extra cheese? Go ahead and grab the garlic, all right? Hey, just a little bit, all right? Don't you spill that garlic, all right?
I liked it. I don't know why. I just thought it was like, yeah, that's the side of thing we don't see too often. And you were complaining about him being all bitter. That's part of Thing's backstory. Some of these comic books, classic issues featuring the Thing. He's lamenting the fact that he's no longer human. He looks like this disfigured rock pile. So he's upset. And I like to see him when he's not so sad, when he's like enjoying a big hoagie and he's like about to watch the game or whatever, and he's not feeling so sad.
And remember, everybody else looks like models, and he's the only one who looks different.
I've been ugly my whole life, but right now I'm on camera with all of you all, right? So I'm here. You don't see me. Oh God, why do I look like
you did shave off?
Not with that fresh shave though, Chief.
Why is my father ugly? This just happens. He's ugly. What are you gonna do? He had an ugly son. You know what I mean? If I had kids, my son probably look ugly too. Is that my son? God dang. You know what I mean?
Hey, forget about it, Chief.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. I just
yeah, Ryan. See, Alex Ross kind of messed me up because when he did Professor Hal from Gilligan's Island, I was like, yes, that's exactly who Reed would look like in the real world. So yeah. But yeah, I don't like bearded Reed. David Thanos, the one positive we can all agree on is going to be better than Eternals. I feel like Eternals gets a bad rap for just trying to be different. I think in the story concept phase, they never should have had them be around the same time as everything else was playing out. They should have been anywhere else and then come to Earth after Thanos. That would have made more sense because it's not this thing. Well, why weren't you fighting? And that way they can just be strangers, like what's going on? And they can be brand new. They could have seen all this other stuff in far off distant lands. But yeah. And I just think they they were trying to make a more cerebral comic book movie when we did not want a cerebral comic book movie. We wanted to see more fun stuff like Endgame. Like, oh man, it's gonna be amazing. It's like this is so boring. Anyway, Ryan says, I think the fact they didn't show Reed stretching it all because they're still working on the CGI has me a little concerned.
Again, I'd rather see things. Hey, we understand we need to spend a little more money versus rushing it. And because I saw a trailer on Monday, and you could see it was very much. It looked like it was part of it, and then you see the CGI, and I'm like, I mean, it was AI doing. I'm like, nah, I'm hoping this isn't right. I'm like, looked at him, like, this isn't accurate. But then seemed like how they did not put that bad CGI in there and kill the movie. Because if they had shown Mr. Fantastic and it looked dumb, half the people who were already going to bury the movie would have said, ha ha, yes, we are now celebrating. Like,
Mr. Parlay. Lawson says Ben looks great, but his voice isn't gravelly enough for my taste. Also, not a big fan of that Justin's car, but whatevs. Look good on the whole, and certainly the best looking Fantastic Four to date. Yeah.
Okay, does anybody, because I've been recently watching The Flash season 3, and you can go.
You're still watching a good part of The Flash.
Yeah, when they're going to Earth 2, and it's very much, hey, we're futuristic, but we still have glimpses. One of the big mode of transportation. It's just it. So I was very much like, okay, they're using kind of that. Here's what futuristic 60s you think we would have looked like in the future in the 60s. So I thought it was cool.
It also feels like the Fast and Furious Fantastic Four with the whole family thing. Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto wishes he could be as tight as the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. All right, Lawson Wallace. I don't dig MCU flicks by and large, but I'll probably see this one.
Okay.
David Thanos, this is Disney Plus for me. Blake has it right. Fantastic Four is always about family before it's Fast and Furious. They are the first Marvel family. Absolutely. Oh, let's see. David Thanos. Blake, I agree with you. We all know that. But let's hope they don't shove it down our throats in the movie. Otherwise, it'll be a revolt in development. Blake wants to know who's the old guy with long hair in the trailer. Any guesses? I think he's being John Malkovich. Red Ghost. I think that's a pretty solid idea, Austin.
It's gonna be Dr. Doom.
Yeah, don't disappoint your old Anne Petunia. Well, that would be better too. Lawson, that's my guess, or possibly the Mad Thinker. That would be fun too. Good guesses.
But wait a minute, Jeff, shouldn't they put their strongest bad guy in the movie and have him take up half the screen time?
No, absolutely not. John Malkovich could pull off either character. That's the great thing about him. That means Super Apes. Yes. As long as he doesn't do his Russian accent, duh. Or he mentions his Birdman. All right, let's see. I'm going to say that one. It sucks that it didn't have Star-Lord. Oh, you're talking about the Jurassic Park. Okay. I'm going to say this one for later, too. Let me see here. Because I know we talked a lot. Let me say this one, too. Let's see. Where do we go? Justin, I hope Chief has a blast with Fantastic Four.
All caps, too.
Yeah. But I'll probably bring one of those things so you can lay back and sleep. You know what I mean? I'll have a Coca-Cola large, half ice, and some Twizzlers.
I don't know how you could go to sleep with a large Coca-Cola.
Because I like to wake up. I'm one of those like a Debo, except without the nasty straw. I like to wake up, take a sip, look around, and then fall right back asleep, especially on a movie I'm hating. Go right back to sleep. Yeah,
right back there.
Don't wake me up, guys. Could be trouble.
Only if you go. King Collector, I think Thing needs to lose that blue and white sweater. It's a little too much. I got a feeling. Ooh, Galactus won't show up till the end of the movie. I mean, he shouldn't show up in the first act, I'm feeling. I read a really cool theory, speculation. Maybe somebody knows more than they're telling us. that Galactus is going to destroy their world, and they're going to use that to go into the multiverse, and like they're going to keep just trying to get away from Galactus, and they're ultimately going to end up on the proper MCU. They don't call it 616, but whatever it is in the MCU, and they're going to be like in desperation mode and banding all the heroes together, and then Doom's going to come out, which I thought sounded pretty fun and cool to me. If Galactus is destroying planets and then destroys this Fantastic Four's Earth, that would be really interesting to me, and something where it's like, oh, okay, because that would immediately show off the threat of Galactus, and maybe he goes on beyond this ridiculous multiverse, deal. But the multiverse could make sense if the Fantastic Four ties it all together, and I guess the X-Men. But we'll see where they go with that.
Okay, do you think there's any shot that Robert Downey Jr. shows up in the movie?
Maybe if he is the one that directs Galactus to them, that would be really cool. I really just want to see Dr. Doom. I don't want to see Robert Downey Jr. Like, he can be the actor behind Dr. Doom's mask, and I would be perfectly content not seeing him in Fantastic Four, because that is the one thing that I'm a little leery about this whole deal, where it's like, if Dr. Doom was a focal point of it all, I would be so hyped up. If they had basically any actor beside the guy who played Dr. Doom before, and Robert Downey Jr. But I'm still hopeful they'll make it work. Maybe they'll do a Mandarin where the RDJ version gets killed by the real Dr. Doom early on in Secret Wars of Doomsday. I would love that. And then we could just have him come back as Iron Man. That's what I want to see anyway. Let me see here. Let me do this. I hope that world becomes the new style for the MCU after Secret Wars. I feel like people are expecting too much of a change in the MCU after Secret Wars. Because it's like, they've already got these characters in place. They don't need to recast a new Iron Man. They've got a Captain America. And Falcon Sam Wilson is Captain America in the comics right now. They do need to recast a Black Panther. But everybody else is in place and locked in. There's not this need to shift it up. They've already got a Spider-Man in place. I just don't think
here's the thing. Unlike comic books, this is big in the DCU. Not DCU, but when they were actually coming up with the whole New 52, it was because the heroes, it didn't make sense for them not to age. And especially when you're talking movie actors, they're gonna age. And as much as Captain, Chris Evans can look, really good now, he can't last another 10 years as Captain America. Hugh Jackman doing a very good job, but he doesn't look like Hugh Jackman from Days of Future Past either. So you need to figure out, if we're going to keep these same characters, we have to recast. And if we're not, but we also can't do kind of how the MCU was trying to do. Hey, let's kick out our beloved characters for lesser versions that no one was asking for.
At the end of Endgame, it was really being set up where the leaders of the next iteration of the Avengers were Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel, with Sam's Captain America leading the group or being another one of those main pillars. Hulk, Hawkeye were like the only ones left in Thor, and they retired Hulk basically. So Thor was like the last Avenger standing in the original group, and that made sense because Thor shouldn't age. And I think they were doing everything just fine. It wasn't this big outcry from people. No, we don't want. They killed off Black Widow and Iron Man, so it wasn't like bring them back. And we always saw that, well, they've got a loophole right away for Captain America to come back, or, I want to say Steve Rogers to bring him back in the mix, but they don't have to do that. They can just build up the characters they've got better. And they got the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. They don't need to worry about the Avengers. And so if they just recast Black Panther, they're okay. They don't have to worry about Iron Man. They don't have to worry about Captain America. They're going to have more than enough characters to spend time on. They didn't lose Spider-Man, so that's more stuff too. And maybe we'll get that Blade movie underway. Rick Cage says, I'm still not feeling Mando Reed, but 98.99% all else is awesome. Michael Solis says, Ben looks amazing. Someone's even fantastic. Ryan Daly, I like the first 4 we see as Reed, Sue, Ben, and Herbie as a nod to the cartoon series when they didn't have the rights to Human Torch. Was it they didn't have the rights to him, or they were afraid kids were going to set themselves on fire?
That would actually make sense, though. Like, that's why he would have been on Spider-Man, because they didn't have,
Lawson, Reed with the porn stash isn't working for me. Shades of Cesar Romero as the Joker in the 66 Batman flick and the show. I like that he just painted over. He's like, whatever. Blake, a nod to the Beatles, the 4 on stage. Yeah. Michael Solis, that is the ever-loving blue-eyed thing that we deserve. Lawson, Thing in a full bodysuit is goofy to me. I'm old school. He looks best just wearing the chunks. He looks great, but he didn't sound all that great. Voice should be deeper and deeper and gravelly. No Roger Corman thing. This Roger Corman erasure will not stand. All right, well, here you go. Just for you guys. I was like, it should not take too long to find his version of Fantastic Four. I mean, I'm trying to find a non crazy picture of this version of Thing and failing spectacularly. Let's try this one. All right. Here you go. Chief, what do you think about this one? That changed your mind on the Fantastic Four there?
What's wrong with Things? He looks like a lizard man. What's that joint? What's that show we used to watch with the Will Ferrell did a remake. And what was the name of those lizards? The haystack.
Oh, no, was that Journey to the Center of the Earth?
What they called the haystack or something?
Well, I mean that version of the Thing actually looks better than some of the others we've seen.
The Lost World? Was it the Lost World? The Slee Stack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like when you go deep with your references on this stuff.
Orange. Everybody knew. Look, yeah, they knew what I'm talking about. It looks like a Slee Stack thing.
The 90s movie counterpart looked better than the 2005 version. Blake, why no clothes though? Seriously, can we track down who green lit that? Talking about the most recent Fantastic Four, which is awful. Snow Glare, he looks like a random enemy mutant.
He really did. But again, very similar to what Blake said. He still looked better than that version of Thing, which I don't know how to. I really wonder. I understand Fox was trying to keep the license, but that just seems like it was such a bad waste of money just to keep a license. It was like, just Marvel's going to pay you money. Don't be petty. Like, this isn't going to be, we can hold one more movie. We can get it right.
They weren't being petty. They really thought they could make money doing their version of the Fantastic Four.
Not with that script.
They're like, everybody else is making money off this stuff. Why can't we? Well,
did you read the script?
This is the reason why, Johnny.
Oh, wait. So he evolves from that into that other thing?
That's what he looked like in that first picture.
Yeah, Judgment, come back. Look, it's worse.
Well, I mean,
no, it gets worse. At first, when you showed it first.
Well, it looked better because it was darker. This is with lights.
That was stupid as hell. Hey, the frick is that mess? Hey, come on.
The Thing looks like the commode after I just ate a pain.
Oh man.
The whole cast was ridiculous. This King Collector. Yeah, that movie was ridiculous.
Because each that was one of those, every casting announcement was like, huh? Why? And I'm good.
Why
he was in denial.
I'm not in denial. It just doesn't look good. We'll see. It might be the greatest thing since sliced bread, man.
I feel like there have been a few things better than sliced bread, but okay. Snow Glare, okay, but Herbie. Michael Solis, 1984 Chief. Hate. You know what, Michael? This movie could have been based in 1984. Then you're really seeing some Chief hate. Jace
We've
might
already
have
seen what happens when a movie's based in 1984.
lob it up and Chief slams it down.
Pure garbage. Stay out of the 80s.
Ryan Daly, if you believe a property is conceptually flawed, a 90-second teaser won't change your mind. Probably not.
Yeah. It's not going to change my mind.
Rick Cage, going in Lantern storage to get Jeff a red ring of rage for Fantastic Four, and I see Chief needs one too.
Yeah, man. Definitely give me that yellow ring.
You want fear?
I want to put fear, yes. Is that the yellow ring? Yeah. I don't want to be good. If I had powers that I could use for good, I would never use them for good. Maybe
I should wear my hope one, so I'm hopeful for this Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you put that on. Make sure it's a big ring, like a 4-fingered ring.
You mean like the movie Green Lantern?
There you go.
Oh, Care Bears care.
Did you ever get the black ring?
I have the whole set of rings.
Okay.
What's the black ring do?
That's to raise the dead.
I'm sure it does.
Oh, Chief, did you ever watch? You never read? Gosh, what was the title?
Blackest Night.
Blackest Night.
Nah, I don't think.
Oh man, that if you want to,
you didn't read that, Chief?
That is a really good graphic novel. Yeah.
I remember the orange ring. I saw a thing with the orange ring.
Avarice, yeah. That build up for that story was really good.
Oh, they got all kind of rings, huh?
Yeah. My comic book store had like this thing where you get them all. I was like, I will get them all. Thank you.
Yeah.
And finally, just for you, Chief, I'll keep this on for the rest of the night.
That's the
that's a green one.
That's the will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What?
Nah, just your love of all this stuff. Kevin Davis, Marvel Studios will still have a good year at the box office, even if their films don't match. Deadpool and Wolverine box office total run 1.3 billion.
I mean, if I'm trying to think if you got to 600, I mean, like, I wonder what they would consider successful or not successful on those two movies. Do you have to rate? I mean, do you have to hit over 750 million to be successful for those two films, or
what are we talking about now? What are we saying?
Captain America and Fantastic Four. Like, do they have to be billion-dollar films to be successful, or hey, it was positively reviewed, positive audience score? You know, if we can make Oppenheimer money, we're good.
I think it's got to be double the budget for them to be happy. So whatever the budget is, double that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if I can find anything on the budget, but of course, nothing.
They keep that under wraps until the movie's out.
Actually, Captain America is about to come out. Maybe that one. America, Brave New World budget. Let's see. Well, it's not New World Order, so New World Order.
New World Order.
Man, I was all set to wear my Captain America. Okay. The budget for Brave New World apparently is 180 million.
That's not bad. You can double that.
Oh man.
If the budget is 180 million, you can double that. You can double that month. That first month.
Shoot, they could make that on opening weekend. Okay, well, so to answer your question then, I think if it makes 500 million, that would be pretty good. But let's just since you've asked me, all time, because I think what's happened, we're looking at the big ones and like, oh man, they've made so much money, but there are lots of successful ones. Oh man, I should take it to domestic. And that way, okay, all-time domestic box office for superhero movies. Let's see. Okay, so the highest grossing domestic, I'm sure you guys know that one. No problem. Endgame at 858 million. Number 2, Spider-Man No Way Home, 814. Number 3, Black Panther with 700 million, which is still like really impressive because it did not have the benefit of anything outside of a really cool appearance in Civil War. And Everything else is like a super sequel and all this other stuff. Next up is Infinity War with 678 or 679. Deadpool and Wolverine is 637. Now that was a major hit, and that's 637. The Avengers, the 2012 one, 623. We finally get to our first DC one. Any ideas?
Dark Knight.
It's not
Wonder Woman, right?
It's Dark Knight. That's 537. Age of Ultron is number 8 at 459. So you can see how they're drastically dropping before we leave the top 10. Wakanda Forever is number 9. Wow.
What?
That's surprising.
People were trying to see what it was.
I guess so. I wouldn't have expected that would be number 9 on this list.
Hey,
that's 454.
There was an audience that needed to be tapped into.
Jeez, that's really good for that. I mean, for those 2 Black Panther movies to be in the top 9 all time, that's great.
I mean, Jeff, you said that, and that would have been as soon as that movie was out of its release. That would have been where I would have my conversation with Ryan Coogler. Like, hey, we've got to. This is $1 billion domestically. Like, we have to come up with a way to get this, a Black Panther back in here. Like,
I think they were still trying to grieve through the Chadwick deal. I think now they're kind of like entertaining the notion of replacing or having a new Black Panther who's a dude who can be T'Challa in there. So, time has passed and it's like, okay. So now, I mean, geez, at that rate, I think a third one would end up on there, especially if we see a dude Black Panther going like this. Just for fun, number 10, Dark Knight Rises, 448. Captain Marvel is number 11 at 427. Wonder Woman, 412. Number 13, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness at 411. Iron Man 3 at 408. Captain America Civil War, 408. Spider-Man, the 2002 one's 404. Far From Home at 391. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 389. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is 382. And the 2004 Spider-Man wraps up the top 20 at 374. So if Brave New World just doubled its budget, it would be a massive hit, especially with a budget of 180. So I think if they can just double it, that's really good.
Did you say this movie has the budget of Acolyte?
It's actually cheaper than Acolyte.
As soon as I said the but Acolyte was 200. This is
yeah. So I mean, there you go. Okay. Well, let's see here. Ryan says I found a lot about the teaser intriguing. That's what it's supposed to do. I didn't love it though, but that's because I'm still comparing it to the movie in my mind and my heart. Ryan, I've always thought a Fantastic Four movie deserved the Avatar treatment and that new technology should be invented just to film it. This teaser didn't show me enough new.
That's a smart, yeah. Especially, Reed Richards is supposed to be this super genius. That makes, I would think cool concept.
King Collector. Hopefully, they won't waste time trying to tell the origin story and just jump into some action with them using their powers to the fullest. Yes.
There was potential flaw.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we saw that with Spider-Man. They did not waste their time retelling his origin. We got right into it. Shoot, they learned their lesson with Incredible Hulk, where we didn't get a big. We saw it in the opening montage, but we did not have to sit through, this is Bruce Banner and he's getting the gamma infusions and all. So I think they learned to be efficient with that.
Yeah, because I think in the teaser, we never saw Ben except in video reels as he used to be. So
yeah. Michael Solis, Chief won't go and see Fantastic Four, but he'll go see every B-tier werewolf movie.
I will, but I enjoy werewolf movies. I didn't enjoy any Fantastic Four movies. and have you seen the last werewolf movie with not the last one, not Wolfman, the one that I saw with Fred Gallo?
Wolfman didn't work for you?
You know what, man? I could have rented it this weekend, and I did not. I saw the wolf.
That's right.
And I did not. I stopped. I just hate when they reinvent the wheel on like werewolves are so simple, bro. You're bitten, you turn, give them some fur, grow some canines, let them go out and kill. Werewolves, you know what I mean? That's what they do. It doesn't matter who you are. It's not like a vampire. Oh, I recognize you. I still love you. I'll kill someone else. Werewolves kill everybody. They don't care who you are, where you've been. You know,
Who
they'll
you
just
be with, or the things that make you smile.
What numbers do you know?
Right.
True.
And now they want to try to reinvent the werewolf movie. All right, let's make it a disease, and then we'll just change his face a little bit. And I'm like, he looks normal.
Was that your Chewbacca impersonation?
That's how the werewolf looked in the movie.
Okay.
You're like, you're not even. Are you coming? Are you trying to kill me, sir? I don't know. I don't kill you. You know.
What is happening?
I mean, that's what he looked like. He just looked like a friend who's had a bad night. You've been drinking? Yeah, I messed up. You know.
Do it. A whole episode of
Right.
you and these impersonations because they are amazing.
Let me pull over so you can throw up outside the car. Thank you. You know. But you're not afraid of that guy. You're just like, he's had a bad night. He had too much. I told you to stop at the 6th shot. What did you do? You kept going. This is what happens.
He overdid it, Holmes.
Yeah.
Too much.
I'm sick.
His voice is.
You know what I mean?
All right. Jamelin has something for you, Chief.
What's up, Jamelin?
Oh, but
What
hold
you got,
on.
bro?
Let me get to this first. The woman has dialogue equals woke. Yes. That the continued misuse of that word continues to grate me. Snow Glare, Cap Wolf movie, win. That would get Chief so excited.
Yeah.
All right, Chief. Can I give you a comic book recommendation? The graphic novel Fantastic Four, Full Circle. It's a good Fantastic Four story, and it's $13.79 on Amazon right now.
I'm gonna write that down.
Chief, I'll send you the link.
From Laos.
I'm gonna write it down because sometimes I don't get the link from some people.
Who would that be?
I don't want to name names because that's not my. I don't.
Really? That's not what you do, huh?
That's not what I do.
Uh-huh.
Full Circle, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've been waiting for some action figure links.
These are lies. Are complete lies.
I never got them.
Complete lies.
It's like when you see the direct chat, you see like 5 action figures pull up.
I never got the links, although I waited for them. It comes on sale tomorrow at 10. I'm going to send you the link. Tomorrow at 10, nothing.
Now, Chief, did you look in your text message?
Yeah, no, it wasn't there.
It literally just popped up.
Oh, you talking about for this here? I mean, he just did that for the chat.
I didn't do anything for the chat.
You know what I mean? He did it for the gram. He's doing it for the chat, man.
I did it for the gram. We're not broadcasting live one. All right. Anyway, King Galactor. How's the villain? Because I know Galactus isn't going to be in that movie at all until the credits get ready to begin. He's going to be in. They've got Silver Surfer. I think they're going to handle Galactus right. They're not going to beat him in this movie. Let's see. King Galactor wants to know who is the villain. Disney, apparently. I think John Malkovich is playing Red Ghost, but there's another actor who may be playing the Mole Man, so who knows? ICT Vinny. I saw an IG post that speculated John Malkovich is playing Reed Dr. Doom from Earth X storyline. I did not read Earth X. What do you guys think about that? I think they really need to do more with this stupid multiverse if they're going to make that such a big focus of their whole deal. Like, they've had like 4 movies that have touched on it in Loki season 1 and 2. Like, that's been it. And when they were doing the Avengers Assemble, the Infinity Gauntlet, like, how many movies had something with Thanos and those Infinity Stones? Let's count it up really fast. Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Dark World, Guardians Volume 2. No, Volume 2 did not. So we had 3 right there. Then I feel like I'm missing something else. I mean, they were showing the Infinity Stones and so many
Guardians, Dark World.
Oh, Age of Ultron. There was another one in that, and that's when Thor decided to go on his quest, Ragnarok. So we had a lot, and then of course it was about the destruction, the assemblage, and the fallout of the Avengers. So there was a lot happening in those movies. Then we get to so it was all around the whole Infinity Gauntlet, the Avengers for so long. We haven't gotten enough with that with the year. Oh, Norris like that. Okay. Um, so there was a lot that was going on for the multiverse. They haven't done much at all, and it's just kind of lame. They weren't terrible, they were just boring. Oh man, what were we talking about with that? The Fantastic Four movies? Kevin Davis, 20th Century Fantastic Four movies was just okay. Fair. Jessica Alba Invisible One was cheesecake. Whew. Fire. I mean, that's what I would think of. Nothing else in that film. David Thanos. You'd think they would have learned from all the Fantastic Four movies. They should have made it a 6 episodes. No, because they would have felt like a long 3-hour movie. So better to do it a quick movie and keep it rolling. So far, my favorite Fantastic Four movie is Rise of the Silver Surfer. And let's not forget Fox made those, right? Ryan says King Collector Red Ghost was a Russian. That's why he's red. Scientist who went into space with 3 apes to replicate the Fantastic Four's accidents and get powers. Kevin Davis says online hate campaign isn't going to stop Captain America Brave New World from making money at the box office. Snake Eyes, I don't care about Fantastic Four. Lefty 2 Lions, BK, what's up? What's up, crew? I'm on my way home from work in DC. What's up, Lefty? They can say what's up to Jason on your way home. Michael Fuller. I can't stand all this thing hate. It's clobbering time.
I didn't get off work from DC till late myself, man, trying to go down New York Avenue. That traffic, right. Man. 295 is like, I don't know what, I don't even know why the traffic stops there on that thing. It just does.
It's a waste.
Always has, always will.
Love and Thunder and Eternals are just at the bottom, just in the bottom of the barrel. Eternals is not that bad. It's just misguided with what they were doing. It's boring and just not, it doesn't have that same flavor. And it feels like these new characters that we're supposed to care about, but don't. And they're trying to make us care about these characters in 3 hours. And I still don't. They really not the worst.
Eternals needed, they would have done well from having a Disney Plus show.
I agree. Totally. And Ryan says, I don't think Eternals was as bad as most people say, but it didn't feel like part of the MCU. Right. I think they could have made a Black Knight movie instead of tease him. Yes. Let's see. Using Galactus to destroy multiple Earths around the multiverse with the Fantastic Four constantly trying and failing to stop him. Sounds like the incursions in Jonathan Hickman's lead up to Secret Wars. Yes. So I really think that could be a great Fantastic Four story to introduce them to the proper MCU, where we're watching the film. Maybe, just maybe, our Fantastic Four movie starts with them in the 60s, and they just constantly see Galactus coming through and destroying their Earths and other Earths, and that's the whole movie. So we're being fooled into thinking it's this sunny, happy-go-lucky, oh, this is so retro, and it's not like that at all. I mean, they have done twists like this in their films. Chief, would that get you interested?
No.
Noted. All right, Lawson says, is Malkovich going to be Nathaniel Richards? Maybe so. King Elector. That's the problem with a lot of these comic movies. Nobody keeps their mask on. Lawson. Maybe Malkovich is going to be the mole man. He lives in a hole, man. ICT Vinny. We need a dedicated chat person to keep you guys up with the chat. You're so far behind right now. It's not really a race. It's like we just chat, talk it up, and I can't skip to the end, but I would miss your comments. Imagine if Blade releases after Secret Wars. Probably need to believe it.
Yeah.
Ryan, the Corman Fantastic Four is still the truest of the comics. If only they had more than $600.
Hey, they probably spent most of it on that thing costume for real.
Yeah.
I'm sure that wasn't cheap.
Let's see. Devin B. Looks better than the last Fantastic Four movie they did. Looks cool. Ryan also has all 9 Lantern rings plus the Flash ring and the Legion of Superheroes ring.
Ooh.
All right, so
he's like, do I have that one?
No, I definitely have it.
I know you had a
I
flash
was
ring.
trying to see. No, I have the Legion ring. The Legion ring is in the Legion DC Classics display. So that's the flash ring.
Wow.
So I got that one too. It's not very often you get to show off your Green Lanterns and flash rings.
I'm glad we were here for it.
I bet you are. Thing ring, do your thing. Where are the Captain Planet rings? Non-existent, or at least not here.
Yeah.
Rick Cage, Jeff Johns used genius concepts for the Blackest Night. Biblical themes, yes. Ryan says, does Chief like The Incredibles? That's the best Fantastic Four movie to date.
Incredibles is awesome.
Okay. All right. So there's hope. If you like that, that is really the Fantastic Four.
I can't believe you even said that.
It's a family trying to figure out, hey, they were superheroes, then they get to, come on. It's like mom and dad are heroes. Storm and Reed. I mean, yeah. Sue Storm, Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instant powers. Yeah, it's fine.
If that's the way you feel, man. You know what? I'm gonna let you roll with it. I ain't got no more energy left for you.
I think you do.
I'm just gonna let you do your thing.
Did all those voices take all the energy out of you?
Oh, you know what, man? The waking up took the energy out of me.
That did it. I'm done. Here, I just see in the chat everybody wants the link to what Jamelin recommended. So there you go. That's for Fantastic Four Full Circle. The link is from my affiliate Amazon. There you go. Covered. Let's see. I think it's there now. And it's fully drawn by Alex Ross, not just cover. That is definitely cool. I got the link in there now. Don't thank me. I haven't read it. Thank Jamelin, but I'm going to check it out now.
Okay.
Mark A. Hey, what's up, guys? Interesting coincidence. They have a flashback movie from each cinematic generation to start things out. Last time was Captain America. Now we get Fantastic Four. Jamelin says, Jeff, I don't think the MCU has done anything great with the multiverse.
Well, you don't think Multiverse of Madness to me was a very good representation of what the multiverse could be.
No Way Home. So those two, the two Loki films, I guess I can give Marvels a little bit for the sprinkling at the end, but I mean, I don't know if I want to say a post-credit scene is doing much with the multiverse. I'm trying to think if there's been anything else, but I think that's the entirety of their work on the multiverse. Michael Solis Chief doesn't have any energy left. It's not a full moon.
It certainly is not, my friend. It most certainly is not.
That book is really well done. Alex Ross art is great. Yeah, he's awesome. Amazon is telling me I purchased Full Circle in September 2022. The new Fantastic Four trailer actually reminds me of Marvels by Alex Ross. That would be a good one for them to do too. So there's controversy again with this poster. People are going, they did it with AGI. Those cheap guys over at Disney. And then there was all kinds of stuff where people were like, look, see, this is clearly CGI at work. Oops. So that was kind of interesting. What did you guys hear about this too?
Mm-hmm. I read it. I didn't hear about it till you brought it up, but then I checked into it. I guess that's just the purist. They don't.
So you don't care. You're fine with that.
I don't know. I care what what the poster looks like. I like. Why am I studying the poster, bro? I just feel like, all right. So they just released a poster. Let me blow it up and then study everything about it. Oh, is that two people in there? Does he only have 4 fingers? Like, what are you doing? What do you care? What do you care? This is AI. They've cheapened the moment. I'm like, it just got too much, man.
Gone too far. Here are some of the things that people were pointing out. 3 fingers. Number 1. There's number 1. There's your 3 fingers. Number 2, duplicate head. There it is right here, and there it is again. That doesn't seem like the same head to me. Number 3, this jacket is a poncho with buttons. Number 6, nose to the viewfinder. Nope, that I guess, but I mean, I kind of feel like maybe the thing's there. I don't know.
It looked like he turned the camera sideways, and that's
Yeah.
But it's a strange new world. That's what they should have been called.
It's a brave new world.
Strange new world.
Yeah, so that I thought that was really interesting and weird that people care that much about it. Let's see what else I want to talk with you about on this one. Jace, do you remember what I said? Actually, oh, here we go. I pulled up the text just in case Chief wanted to know. So Jace, you sent me this thing about Jonathan Majors possibly coming back to the MCU as Kang, and then all of a sudden, whoa, maybe not so fast. That's not true. It's not coming together like that. Do you want to see Kang come back and so they can write off his story, or is it just gonna make things way more confusing if they have Kang show up and then let's go right into Doctor Doom? Are they gonna do Secret Wars and have Doctor Doom blast Kang away in the opening sequence of that film?
That's the problem. I mean, technically speaking, I don't want to see the Kang character get punked out anymore, and that's probably more likely what happened because you can't. I mean, if you guys moved, I was intrigued when I saw the story, and usually I don't jump at everything that you see on the internet, but then it started actually getting picked by a couple places. I'm like, well, you guys aren't usually that wrong on rumors, so I'll see if anybody else was picked. And I think like 3 or 4 of them had kind of must have heard some rumblings, the same rumblings, and it sounds intriguing. But I don't want. I mean, if we moved on from Jonathan Majors, we moved on. Kang the Conqueror got punked out. We can say, hey, Loki season 2 ended the need for Kang when they, when Loki became the tree of whatever. And what's his name? Kang the Conqueror never came to be.
I forgot about Quantumania. That was another multiverse film, but for what that did. For the multiverse. Immediately got forgotten. Maybe Kang fills in the Maker's role from the comic book. Yeah.
Well, but from a from a financial standpoint, I think it's best for Marvel to move on because it's easier not to have that kind of controversy.
Controversy creates cash, says Eric Bischoff.
I'll ask him what he's doing right now. I mean, I know technically he's on NXT, but I think for Disney, it's a whole lot easier to say, hey, we've moved on versus I think we can really get this great actor back and, a year after us dumping him. And it worked. I mean, they could be like, well, see, remember it worked for us for James Gunn, but I think with a conviction, it's a little hard. It's a lot harder to make that leap. Kevin, do you need him? No. Okay, cool.
Chief, do you want to see Jonathan Majors come back to the MCU?
I don't care if he does. Like, if he does, I'm not gonna be fussy about it. Like, I don't know, because I always feel like no matter what I say, there's gonna be somebody like, oh, you should have said that. But you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where you go, but I don't think he should have been kicked out in the first place. I mean, but the Kang, nobody liked the Kangs. So it was nobody's favorite anyway. So, and when he was doing the Kang, everybody was like, oh, yeah, this is terrible. But then now he's not doing the Kang. Everybody's like, man, he needs to come back. He's going to come back. But
why are you making it sound like he's doing the do?
He's doing the Kang. You hated him when he was there. Kang was awful. It was an awful character. He's not doing the Kang.
Were people saying that, though? Because I thought Kang was the best part of Quantumania.
Saying that the character, the whole movie was just garbage. I remember people saying that. I was there.
Yeah, there was problems with the movie. I mean, Kang was definitely the best part of a bad movie. And if, in theory, Kang Wars leads to a whole bunch of multiverse variants of Kang being unleashed on a rest of a multiverse MCU, it might have been interesting. But the way they did it, they had to pause it because they were like, hey, we don't know what to do. And we could, I mean, I'm sure it was one of those deals. They're like, hey, we got some deleted scenes, scrap them. We don't know the resolution to this case. We have to make the conservative business move versus having people pick at our movie and then we have to wipe it out later on. It's just easier for business to just not do it.
Blake says Kang was putting an awful movie. King Collector, Kang could have been great, but Disney ruined him. Kevin Davis says Jonathan Majors, talented actor. People don't forgive or forget easily in Hollywood. Jamie Price says Mel Gibson still gets work.
I mean, technically speaking, Jonathan Majors has what would have been an Oscar movie getting released very soon. I mean, I think that's kind of what has started this. Like, hey, is Hollywood ready to kind of move on from this incident?
I'll just say this. Mel Gibson still gets work.
Mel Gibson still, but you know why? Because nobody can. There's certain people you can do anything to, and he's still going to get work. That doesn't count. Those are them. And then other people, you know what I mean? Middle fingers to Mel Gibson. Sometimes I wish I had more fingers to give to Mel Gibson, and they were all middle fingers. And I used to love the hell out of Mel Gibson, which disturbs me the most. But he can,
that sounded disturbing.
Yeah, I used to love the dude, man. The Lethal Weapon series back when we were growing up, man. Mel, man. But yeah, every finger you get, I got, Mel. That's to you. The Kang situation, like I said, man, if he comes back and people, if they're gonna do something with him, then do something with him. But they got to make the movies that he's in better than what they were, or shows that they did. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like him and Megan Good trying for a baby, so he's gonna have to get some work. You know what I mean?
He's getting more work than he deserves.
Well, let me tell you something, bro.
Don't get yourself in trouble, Chief.
If that was my outcome, they could have accused me of something like that years ago. Listen, we're gonna accuse you of hitting a woman. What?
I told you not to put yourself in trouble, right? I think I just told you, hey, Chief, don't get yourself in trouble.
I'm just saying they're gonna accuse you. That's all. But after it's all over, Megan Good is gonna be your girlfriend forever. Let's go with it. You know what I mean?
What is the movie career?
Hey, a whole pack, man. If I could turn all my fingers, even my thumbs,
I would give AI all middle fingers.
There you go, AI, Chief.
Yeah, man. But
people will be like, look, geez, it's clearly using AI. They're all middle fingers.
Yeah, yes. But my man got Megan Good, man. So he's gonna have to do something with it, man.
It's all good. Forever girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, damn. What a world! What a world!
Wonderful world. All right. Let me go into this. I keep promising to do this, and I need to do it this week. Is there anything that you all are looking forward to this month, February? I wanted to do this 2 weeks ago before February started. That didn't work. But there's some cool stuff coming up, and I just want to know if there's anything that really got you guys excited. I want to see this Love Hurts action comedy movie that's coming out this weekend. You seen the commercials for it?
Yeah, I want to see it too.
That does look cool. We got Bushmaster back in the joint. That looks fun. And then what else is coming out? Of course, Brave New World. Definitely hope that's good. No, I hope it's great. Daisy Ridley and Clive Owen in this movie called The Cleaner. That looks like it'd be kind of fun.
Daisy Ridley.
What did you say?
I heard she breaks out a lightsaber in this.
Yeah, nah, she better not. I don't recall seeing Daisy Ridley using a lightsaber, but okay, good idea. And then, of course, Cobra Kai wrapping up, and definitely looking forward to that one. David Thanos, can't wait for Reacher season 3. Amazon sent me that to review. I need to watch Reacher season 1 and 2, so a little bit behind.
I like Reacher.
The companion was good. Oh, that's good. That seemed like it was gonna be solid. All right, what about y'all? What's on your list for this month? What are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing Invincible season 3.
That's this month.
That's coming out Friday.
Oh.
Nice. Good call, Jace.
Yeah.
Good call. I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was coming out so fast. Wow.
Yeah.
So fast.
It's been a while. Like I think I probably watched both seasons multiple times since then. But
right, you mean last year? A year ago?
No, it didn't seem like it was that long ago.
Okay.
You've had a lot of content to watch.
You know what? When your life is as good as Jeff's, time sort of moves fast.
Wow.
They say when your life is hard and it sucks, time goes by incredibly slow. Every day is painful, like sitting in a alcohol bath with cuts. I'm gonna check out The Companion, bro. Let's see what that's about. Is that your only one, Jace?
I got Brave New World and Invincible. Those are the two I'm really looking forward to.
No, wait. Saturday is the watch along, the 8th. I think I put the 8th, right? Yeah, I said the 8th. Yeah. Saturday is our watch along.
Yep.
Go ahead, Chief. Sorry.
I'm gonna check it out, Parks. In the Lost Lands.
Who's in that one?
It's old girl from Resident Evil and Batista.
Okay.
Lost Lands. When is it coming out?
Later on this month.
On what?
I think it's in the theaters.
What the heck is this?
You said Lost Lands?
In the Lost Lands.
In 2000. Yeah. There's trailers for it.
Oh, Mila Jovovich. Super Alice.
Old girl from Resident Evil.
You know, you did say, oh gosh, you won't believe who wrote and directed it. If you said her husband, you'd be right.
Oh man, we know who's winning that movie. Batista didn't have a chance.
No chance. That's what he's got. I'm looking at it real fast. Yeah, Chief, I'm down. It looks good.
Yeah, so it's a werewolf movie and a witch movie, from what I understand.
Oh, okay. So it's
that would be why I didn't see it.
Director. I mean, creator.
Oh, he finished that one? He finished that one?
Did I finish what?
George Martin finished that one.
Right. It's one book.
Witch movie. Oh, there you go.
And the other one is The Gorge.
Yeah, let's see about that one. The Gorge. Who is in that?
The girl with the she's got the
dragon tattoo.
You had no use for February. Is that what's going on?
I thought these were February. I put in when I Googled it, I put in for the month of February. I guess my Google was like, nah.
Sigourney Weaver. Oh,
in The Gorge?
Yeah, man. She's the third. Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller.
That's the girl I was talking about.
I watched, what was it? Furiosa this weekend. I like that.
I'm glad you finally got around to it.
On February 14th.
Huh? That's this weekend?
No, that's next weekend.
Oh, right. That seems ill-advised to go up against a Marvel movie.
Nah.
Apple TV has The Gorge. That's why I haven't
my
seen
goodness.
anything about it. Ugh.
So I want to see The Gorge.
Nice.
So it looks like it's gonna be good, man. It looks like I'm gonna be set up for my February. It's a short month, but a good month. Strong. Fuerte.
Nice. All right. Well, Chief, you just wrapped that up for us. So, in the interest of fairness,
you know what I mean?
you wrap that segment up for us about what we're looking forward to this.
No, I'm saying I like to wrap it up.
Oh, gosh. Ryan Daly. Oh, I forgot I saw Dogman last weekend with my kid. It's a fun kids movie, kind of like ADHD on screen, but it was still enjoyable. That looked fun. Let's see here. Even James Gunn makes a good Superman film. That's not going to change anything. Okay.
Yeah, and you could capitalize that if.
All right, Jace, Chief just wrapped us up. It's time for our nominees for Dummies of the Week. Who, dear brother, are your nominees?
My dummy of the week, we have already talked about her, but I'm going with it. It's still Miss Christina Ferreira. That is the interviewer who was talking to Babyface and decided, hey, flash in the pan lady, I'd like to talk to you. And I'm sorry, Chaperone, you're not going to see it next year. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, in 5 years, no one will remember. This is one of like those random best new artists or one of them people. Yeah, they get one album. You're not going to see this person again. You see Babyface, yeah, he might decide, hey, I'm being petty. Anybody if I write songs for you, don't talk to her. You're getting nobody. Okay, like anybody just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Babyface. If he wanted to be petty instead of just saying I'm cool, you look real you look real bad. Because even when she comes out with a little weak apology, I'm sorry, I love Babyface. But I love him.
Too late to apologize.
It's like 7 whole days and not a word from you.
Not 25 either. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so but just to go talk to somebody who's not going to be around, just because they're hit artists now, but you got to be like, yeah, they'll come back around. They need as much press as possible. So yeah, but that is my
okay. Solid. Mine is everybody who did not check social media posts before pushing for Emilia Perez star Carla Sofia Gascon to be a Best Actress nominee. It is a can of dynamite that is just continuing to go off and blow up and erupt in their faces. It's amazing. So the director, Jacques Audier, publicly severed ties with the lead actress due to inflammatory social media posts that some could read as super racist.
So,
or most. It is like he said. He was talking to Deadline Hollywood. What Carla Sofia said is inexcusable, absolutely hateful. This film has 13 nominees for Academy Awards. That's the most for any non-English film, by the way. And Netflix was all like, this is amazing. And Gascon is the first openly transgender performer to receive an Oscar nomination. Clearly not going to be the winner of this award. The recently discovered social media posts contain discriminatory remarks about people of color, Muslims, and diversity initiatives. And
what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Can you remind just a little bit?
What's the name of the person?
Carla Sofia Gascon. Carla Sofia Gascon.
But they were complaining about woke, basically.
Yeah.
I got no words.
So Zoe Saldana, who is also nominated, said, I'm sad time and time again. That's the word, because that is the sentiment that has been living in my chest since everything happened. I'm also disappointed. I can't speak for other people's actions. All I can attest to is my experience, and never in a million years did I ever believe that we would be here. Crazy. And I just am always amazed by people's ridiculousness of not thinking I should nuke my social media if I blow up, or have someone professional scrub it to make sure there's nothing, especially if I'm getting nominated for an Oscar, that's going to possibly come up. Because someone's going to have the time and go, you know what? I'm going to check these social media receipts. And then it's going to be a problem. And that's a huge problem. So no win. And will Carla show up at the Oscars? That's what everybody wants to know. Carla's already not showing up at some of the big luncheons where they're promoting the Oscars. Have said they're not going to have one of the former Best Actress winners do the big thing of played by tremendous grace and wit. Carla Sofia Gascon is amazing in Emilia Perez. We're not going to get that. We are going to see it for the other actresses.
Oh.
Yeah,
so they're really basically like, if we could take back this nomination, we would.
Basically, yeah, it is just bad. Lawson, yeah, Oscars going for Dummy of the Year. I mean, it's just I think the Oscars are probably just thinking like, there's no way, no one can be this ridiculous in a movie, especially when you're in a category that would be discriminated against. Like, why would you be like this too? It's ridiculous. David, I'm with you. Gosh, that was the worst. As soon as I watched SmackDown and said I know who's winning the Women's Royal Rumble, that would have been a parlay, Chief, that you could have.
Honestly, did you see like it was the weekend? I don't know if because I didn't watch SmackDown, but I saw like the little video of her working out and then she takes, and I was like, guys, I know what you're thinking, but don't. Don't try. Again, and then we saw her Ripley. I mean, Rhea was like, guys, we don't need to run this one back. Come on.
They're not. They're gonna have her beat Tiffany Stratton after they spent a whole year building her up. It's gonna be great, just like she did to Rhea. Yeah, it's time. It's time, Tiffy. Hand me that title. Chief, who's your nominee for Dummy of the Week?
I have a person who spent a lot of time on the Dummy of the Week list and has once again returned. He has changed his name, but he's still some shite.
Why you pointing at Jace?
Not Jace.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah. This would be like, but I'm here.
Gosh, okay.
Yay. Welcome back, Yay. Welcome back.
I'm gonna say he never left.
Well, in an effort to stay relevant, because that's the only thing I can think of, man. He parades his wife around nude. Which I'm not even sure what's going on with her. She's just got that blank look. I don't know if he's, you know what I mean? So he shows up uninvited, right? Nobody invited him. What are you even doing there? And then she's got this big fur coat on, and looks at him, and then takes it up, and basically there's just a see-through whatever.
It's like pantyhose.
I don't even know what it was, bro. And I'm trying to figure out how a man with his wife, I mean, that's his wife, would want to share her that way with everyone. He is out of his damn mind. I don't.
I guess.
I you know what, man? I can't even believe this is the dude we used to know. You know what I mean? I can't, you know what I mean? But like we used to know this dude, bro. And now he's just some weirdo. And like, what are you even doing there, bro? Why are you there? Like, you just won't fade. You won't fade. You know what I mean? Like, some people just won't go away, man. Like a bad case of athlete's foot. No matter what you do, how much tenactin you soak that thing in. That thing is just, you know what I mean?
No matter how much tough acting tenactin, he's still there.
Because it ain't that tough. Because it keeps coming back. You like, damn, athlete's foot again? You know what I mean? Well, let's treat it this month. You got the creams, you got the tenactin, and then 3 months later, you're like, damn, I still got it. It's still here. You know what I mean? And that's Kanye, man. Kanye is athlete's foot. It's just constantly there burning you when you least expect it to. Damn, what is it? My damn athlete's foot. You know what I mean? You can't take your socks off at the beach. You know what I mean? Your feet just, you know. Put on my feet. You know what I mean?
That's
how the athlete's foot looks on your feet. What's wrong with my feet? God damn, is that athlete's foot? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, I feel sorry for everybody on the podcast. I mean, like, literally has no idea what he's doing. But him, like, scrunched up.
Yeah, man. Bro, you know what, man? When it comes to certain things, bro, I'm not with. And Shorty is a pretty girl, man. And if she was on a cover of a King magazine, or a well, whatever, right?
That's what Javon's doing.
But what I'm saying is, if she was doing things that she looked like she was doing on her own, this is just crazy, and it's just like, like she's got parents and people who care about her, and I don't even know how people get into these situations, man. But I feel so bad for Shorty, man, because I'm like, clearly he could care less about you, Shorty.
Oh, he hates her. I mean, let's
clearly he care less about you, man. And you just, hey, man.
What you do?
You know what I mean?
Am I missing this response to something?
Man, you put it in the star comments, and I was responding to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, I just want to
Kanye is my dummy of the week, man. Welcome back, Ye. Welcome back, man. And I hope that pretty soon you go somewhere and hide, and we don't have to see you anymore and deal with you, man. Because
forget this time.
I'm just, something ain't right. You ain't right. Something ain't right.
You heard Key Sweat too, yeah. Okay.
I'm saying,
yeah. All right.
Hey, man, there's a right and a wrong way to love somebody, man. And you know what I mean? This ain't it, bro.
Yeah.
Ryan wants to know, Jeff, you're gonna wish Travis and Taylor good luck this weekend. My hero of the week is the reporter who was down on press night. Super Bowl was like, hey, Patrick, who is your favorite referee? Love that. That was awesome. And he also asked Travis Kelce some troll comment. I wish I had that reporter's name, because
I'd be like, beer. What drink you need? Come on.
Oh man, absolutely.
Yo, man.
So I don't need to wish the Kansas City Taylors, Clarks, luck. The refs got them covered.
Hey,
speaking of covered,
what's our parlay for that? Because I'm going,
let me know what I need to put down, because I'm going to continue to bet on the Chiefs until the NFL proves me wrong.
Bro,
take me up on this. NFL.
Go heavy on Travis, man.
What did you say?
I said go heavy on Travis, and I think Worthy's going to have a good game.
Yeah. Double dog dare you to prove me wrong, NFL.
I think for some reason, man, like I want the Eagles to lose, of course.
I'm not watching. I'm going to end my Super Bowl viewing, just like the NFL erases other things.
And racism. Psych.
Oops.
We have someone who's told us not to, so we're going to say that we aren't complying with. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, not watch. That's what I'm gonna do. Just like I did the last time the Eagles and the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl. Yeah. So with that said, Chief, Jace, thank you as always. David Thanos, Rick Cage, Michael Solis, Snake Eyes, Jason Lyles, Ryan Daly, Boston Wallace, Snow Glare, Blake Tarpley, Justin Huber, ICT Vinny, Michael A, Kevin Davis, Jamelin Parks, Henry G, King Collector, Snake Eyes,
Lawson.
Did you get the Kelly Cox in?
Kelly Cox. Let me see. I think that was everybody.
Senior GL Rick Cage Esquire.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they're definitely not like us. Well, that's it. Tomorrow, of course, the big giveaway for the classified series, courtesy of Lost and Wallace. So tune in. If you're not subscribed to Lyle's Movie Files, you still have time. And if you're not subscribed to Lyle's Figure Files, there is still time before 8:05 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Stay tuned. The giveaway is not until much later. You're going to have to watch the show. All right. But for now, that is it for us here. This episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.